Y'all, I got a brand new video for you today and I'm so excited. It is about how to pass with confidence. This is going to be a great video for anyone who's starting out transitioning, middle of transition, ending transition, and you just feel like you don't have that confidence yet, Passing with confidence. It's so important. So I'm excited for this video and I hope you all enjoy it. Alright, so the first thing to pass with confidence. Gotta get ready here. It's really important. The first thing, quiet your inner critic. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We have that inner critic within us that's always critiquing us. It is so annoying. And us people with gender dysphoria, it is so much louder and it's constantly there. You don't look good enough. You're ugly. You look like a man. Like you have facial hair. Blah, 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 blah. And it's so annoying and you just can't shut that thing up. And it's so hard. Well, I have 3 steps here to shut off that inner critic. And the first step is spend less time in the mirror. For me personally, everything that I say is from personal experience. So for me, when I look in the mirror, oh my gosh, if I stand in the mirror long enough, like I have a certain amount of time where I just step in front of the mirror, check out what I'm wearing. Is it decent for society? Yes. Okay, then I'm gone. Because if I spend too much time standing in the mirror, that inner critic starts going, oh, your nose is so manly, your jaw is manly, you have a manly physique, you don't have a good enough 6-pack yet, like all this crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, my furnace is about to come on, so it's gonna get loud again, and you're probably not gonna be able to hear me. The inner critic, it's just always there, and for me, it always comes out when I'm in the mirror looking at myself. And as trans people, we are obsessed with looking in the mirror. It is so annoying, like all the time, we're always checking ourselves out. I think it's just a societal thing for women too. In general, I'm gonna try to talk a lot louder because of my stupid air vent. It's so annoying. So spend less time in the mirror, because when you spend less time in front of that mirror, that means that's less opportunity for your inner critic to constantly keep judging you. It's so annoying. So spend less time in the mirror. Number 2, when you are in public, I was talking to some recent trans girls lately, and I just remember I have flashbacks when I first transitioned, and I'd be walking in public, and I was so ashamed, and I was not passing, and it was just so annoying. And I would walk and I would just stare at people because I had no confidence in myself at all. I would catch myself that I was actually I would look and people would stare at me and I would feel so uncomfortable because they're staring at me because oh, they think I look like a boy. They're wondering who I am, what I am. And I realized that the reason why these people were staring at me wasn't because how I looked. They were staring at me because I was aggressively staring at them. You're walking and someone is aggressively staring at you, obviously you're gonna look too. So it's like when we walk in public, at least when I did, when I walked in public, people were staring at me because I was staring at them, and they don't like being stared at either, just keep your eyes forward and just keep walking. And that's another way that's gonna quiet that inner critic, because when you're walking and constantly staring at people and thinking about what I look like, blah, 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 then people are gonna stare because you're staring at them too. Just do your business. Who cares what they think? The next thing is one of the times when my inner critic is the worst, and I still struggle with this, I'm not a perfect human being, and still have my inner critic that gets the best of me sometimes, and it gets the best of me when I'm by myself. Simply when I'm by myself, I start thinking, oh, I'm so lonely. Why am I so lonely? Because people don't like me. Why don't people like me? Well, because I'm a very complex person, I'm not like a typical girl. It's hard for me to relate to girls because I'm not a normal girl, and it's hard for me to relate to guys because I'm not a guy anymore, and then my inner critic just gets overbearing, and I just can't deal with it anymore, and I get depressed, and it affects my mood. And so the best way I deal with quieting my inner critic when I'm by myself is staying busy, staying on task. So whether that's going outside and going for a walk and clearing my mind, meditating, exercising, or just doing something that keeps me busy, whether that's drawing, making YouTube videos, there's so many different things that you can do to keep busy and just keep that inner critic from getting the best of you. So that might be some ways that can help you guys build some self-confidence. The next way, number 2, is to affirm yourself. I think this one is really important and something that we all need to practice. Just think about this. You are an awesome human being, and you have done things that so many other people would be so terrified to do. Transition is extremely difficult, and you need to give yourself props for even starting the process. Like, that is so incredibly hard. For me, coming out was definitely the hardest stage of transition. So give yourself some respect. Say, oh my gosh, you know what? I did this. I transitioned. I started transition. I came out to my family. Be proud of your accomplishments that you've done. Yes, you may have a laundry list of things to do in the future, but sit back and realize what you've done, what you've accomplished so far. And if you haven't come out yet, you know, there's so many things that in your daily life that you can acknowledge that were good things that happened to you. Doing that gives you really increased self-confidence. And so one thing that really helped me when I first came out and started transitioning, one thing that I did was I wrote down every single night 3 things that were positive about my day. And when you do that, I think I've mentioned this before in a previous video. So basically what I would do, like if I had a good day, like for example, my 3 positive things yesterday was I took time and I worked on my financials for the next 6 months. Like, I went to a trans group and I met with some awesome people. So that was a good thing. Third good thing was, I can't think right now. Oh, a third good thing was like, I felt like one of my strengths is my time transitioning and being able to help people. So I felt like I was able to help people yesterday. Positive things I did yesterday. And when you do those positive things and focus on 3 positive things you've done each day, what that does is that allows you to look for positive things throughout your day. And so you might be working one day in something positive. So like a girl comes and talks to you about clothes for the day. You know, that might be a positive thing. And you can mentally register, oh, hey, that's a positive thing I want to write down today. And what that does is it gets your mind and changes your thinking. And then you think more positively because you're thinking about the good things that happen in your life rather than the bad things. And that's great. All these little things are going to help you. So think of your positive things, strengths about your day, strengths about you, what makes you awesome. Really affirm yourself. Give space in your day where you can treat yourself and be like, yeah, you know what? I am a badass, and that's awesome. Nobody more suitable to be me than me. So another way to pass with confidence is self-care. And self-care is so important. I'm going to break it into 3 different groups. So we got physical, mental, and spiritual. So physical, very easy. We have diet, exercise, and hygiene. Okay, so those 3 things, you know, you gotta eat right if you want to feel well. You gotta exercise if you want to feel well. And I don't mean like exercise, go forever and work out at the gym. I mean like literally get up and walk. Make sure you're walking those 8,000, 10,000 steps a day. Make sure that your body's being physically active because our bodies are made to move and you need to move to be happy. And hygiene. I read this in an article today. I never really thought of hygiene, but it is important that you guys are keeping up on your hygiene, clipping your nails, brushing your teeth, washing your hair, making sure that you guys are keeping good hygiene, because when you keep good hygiene, you're healthier, you're cleaner, and you just feel a lot better when you have better hygiene. So the next thing is mental. So you have to have self-care, and you need to do self-care for your mental state. This is another easy thing. I can do a whole video on how to do self-care for your mental states. The first one is stress management. Make sure you guys are reducing your stress. The next one is, like I mentioned on the last one, affirmations. Making sure that you're giving yourself positive regards every single day. Another one that you could use, for example, is giving space for being emotional. You know, we're humans. We have to feel all of our different emotions. You know, one emotion isn't feminine, one emotion isn't masculine. They're all human emotions and they all need to be shared. So we need to make sure that we give space and time to really acknowledge each of our emotions, whether that's happiness, sadness, laughter, any types of emotions. We need to give space and allow those emotions to be present with us. And the last one is spiritual. for self-care and, you know, spiritual is really your own definition. Like for me, my own definition is community, so making sure I'm keeping up with community and contributing to something greater than yourself. And when you do that and create that for your self-care, you know, you're really going to benefit yourself. And now this is my last tip on how to pass with confidence, and this is my favorite tip, and it's not even one I came up on my own. I have to give credit to the girls at the Minnesota Trans Coalition for this one, and it is a fuck it attitude. And sorry about my language, but it is so true. In transition and building self-confidence and just passing with confidence, you just need to have a fuck it attitude. Like, someone doesn't like you, what you're doing, fuck it. It's what you're doing. Who cares what they're thinking? You want to transition? Fuck it. Let's just go do it. You know, like when you just do it and just say, fuck it, you're going to go out and you're going to do great things. So get that fuck it attitude and go out there and do it, okay? So to end off my video today, I hope you all have noticed that to pass with confidence, it has nothing to do with physical appearance at all. I had this misconception when I was transitioning that once you pass physically, you're happy. That is so not true. And how I know it's true is because I've met a lot of trans women who pass, and they say the same thing. And not only that, but like supermodels who are cisgender, like Victoria's Secret models, when they just get solely judged on their appearance, and people think that they must be the happiest people in the world because they look good. That is so wrong. Appearance never equals happiness, okay? So if you want to pass with confidence, it does not come from your appearance, it comes from the inside. No one has ever found true happiness from looking good. People only find true happiness from what's in the inside and having self-confidence. And self-confidence is what you need to work on if you want to be a happier, healthier self. So if you guys are looking to build self-confidence, I recommend quieting your inner critic, affirming yourself, doing self-care, and going after it with a fuck it attitude. Sticking to those 4 things, you too will be able to pass with confidence. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I definitely recommend subscribing. I have been making videos more often, and I'm getting close to 10,000 subscribers, and I really want to get to 10,000 subscribers because that would be super cool. So if you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share my YouTube channel with as many other friends as you can who might find this channel helpful. And other than that, I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.